Kovic. Game Kovic.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the season finale of Always Open. It's our season 2 finale. So sad, but also so happy because we've had such a fun time with you guys. I'm your host, Barbara Dunkelman, and on today's show, we're going to be talking about the worst fight you've ever had, what the #1 deal breaker in a relationship is for you, and a question about a guy who claims he's a two-pump chump.
Oh.
Or something of the sort.
It's not a laughing matter.
Nope.
No.
It's not. We'll discuss that a little later in the show. With me today, I have a very wonderful group of guests, including...
Blaine Gibson. Oh.
Oh, damn it.
Early.
It's cool, it's cool.
Yeah, hi, I used to have a beard. My name's Adam Kovic.
I'm Blaine Gibson.
Still have a beard.
He's my beard.
Is your beard. Oh, beautiful. And it's me, your friendly neighborhood cilantro hater.
Oh,
I was
wow.
prepared today. Usually I'm not prepared.
You're a
Why
treasure.
not?
You don't
I
like
hate
cilantro?
cilantro. Fucking don't put it near me.
You're of
Mexican descent. I know.
Right.
It's been a problem my whole life.
Is it? But here's the, okay.
Being Mexican?
Yes.
It's okay not to like things. Do you know why?
Right.
Because that's more cilantro for me.
That's true. There
So
you go.
if someone likes cilantro and they find someone who doesn't like it, they should be happy.
Exactly.
I
Is
think
the
about
world
olives
supply.
that way. I love olives.
I love
the
olives
best.
too.
Yeah.
I'll fight over the olives.
I know. I saw your drink with all the olives and I was like, I should have olives in it.
I think I'm classy, so I drink these.
Yeah.
But the truth is I'm just an alcoholic.
Well,
Isn't that the case for everyone?
Cheers.
Well, speaking of alcoholics, let's do our shot.
Oh boy.
This is our shout out of the week. This is submitted by Kira V, and it has the most disgusting name I think we've ever had a shot have, which is sucking chest wound.
Oh.
yeah.
Yum.
I don't know, but it smells.
And it has triple sec, fireball, peach schnapps, and cranberry juice. So cheers to you. Thank
Hey.
you, Kira V. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Yeah.
Kampai.
Smells good.
Super
delicious.
smooth.
Nice.
That's candy.
Yeah, that was
Kira,
good.
excellent.
It's got a little baby bite to it.
Yeah.
You can get kids into your van with that drink.
Yeah. That's good.
Muriel's like, fucking
I'll do a
too
good shot.
soon for the petter jokes. It's never.
Well, let's start things off with our first segment, which we're doing a little icebreaker called 2 Lies and a Truth. So on this segment, everyone comes with 2 lies, 1 thing that's true, and then everyone has to guess
Gotta pull up
what
my
the
list.
truth is.
Shit.
I accidentally landed in a septic tank as a child. I shit my pants on a flight and couldn't change them for a couple of hours.
Sounds like you.
I got pink eye in a high school locker room hazing incident.
Well, they all have to do with shit.
They
I have a
sewer.
theme. I typically have themes.
Sewer.
You're a scat
plane.
man.
I feel like the sewers, that's a little too extreme. I feel like I would have heard that story about you earlier.
What did they do to you in the locker room? Sorry, I was half paying attention.
Pink eye, so
Oh,
like farting. and-
Someone farting.
Some farting
I'm going to
guy.
say that the truth is you shitting your pants on a flight not being able to change. Because that seems like a very Blaine scenario.
That sucks, though. That would like traumatize for life. I'm gonna go with the farting in the eye, pink eye.
Same. Yeah.
Septic tank is the truth.
What?
It was Gibson Thanksgiving. I was probably like 11 years old. I slid. I was on a slide and I go and just there's like mud and there was like, it was like a deep crevice and it was like, oh yeah, that septic tank cracked.
It's not
open.
mud.
And you just went into the Gibson mud.
Wow.
So
It's like piles of your family shit for years.
pretty much. And then my sister didn't know how to say feces, so she called me fetuses boy.
I thought she was going to say
Clever.
feces.
Feces.
Oh, wow.
Fetuses.
I'm going to call you Rafiki from now on.
I can do 3 or 4. I got 3 there. Top of my head.
Okay, go for it.
Never faked an orgasm. Never. Oh, I had it and I lost it. Oh, I've never put anything up my butt, and I've never shared a bed with another man.
Well, I know one of those
All very timid.
is a lie. The bed thing. I mean,
Have you guys shared a bed?
what do you mean by share bed? Like sexually,
Yeah, 'cause
or
you
just
used to-
like?
Okay, I'll just say I've never slept with a man.
Okay.
This is 2 lies and a truth.
Or
You've-
are they all truth?
You have faked an orgasm. I bet.
I'm going to say that the truth is
The true?
you've never had sex with another man.
Okay. I never said I had sex with a man. I just said slept.
Oh.
This is a trick question. All right.
I think that's gotta be the truth.
I don't know.
Because I remember when you used to come here early on, before you actually worked here, you would come and you'd stay with Blaine. Like
On
there's
his
a-
couch, though.
Well-
Never shared a bed. I would in a heartbeat. Don't get me wrong.
My lips are sealed.
They weren't that night. Anyway, I tricked you all. Those are all true. That's fine.
Are they all true?
They're all true, yeah.
Oh, really?
Really?
So you've
I've-
never faked an orgasm?
So you have faked an orgasm.
I have faked an orgasm.
Okay.
I played the game wrong. Whatever. I just said a bunch of bullshit.
I think you were getting mixed up with Never Have I Ever, maybe?
Maybe.
Okay, so you've never faked an orgasm.
I have faked
You
an
have.
orgasm.
You have.
Okay. Okay. How does that work for men?
So
when you're inside, I
Yeah,
guess you
no, I
can't.
need.
it's a thing called refractory period. So when you've done this, I'm sure,
Go on.
where you JO, so you knock one out, and then like Lady Luck strikes and like, let's do it tonight. And you're like, yeah, I'll finish, and then like you just can't, and you're like, I'm done, and because you just rubbed one out half an hour ago. Some guys can do it all day, like they're freaking teenagers, but
Just keep producing.
I'm like, 48 hours.
There's a
please."
lot of guys out there in the world who think that a girl could just come at like the drop of a hat, and he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna make you come. Are you ready? It's like, no. Keep trying.
You don't understand. The
3
temperature's
hours.
not right. It's not Wednesday.
It's like, yeah, you want to come for me? It's like, I do.
Not wearing the socks.
Make me. Like, to have a little effort
Wrong
in there.
side of the bed, like everything.
So yeah, I mean that's I think everyone's
Yeah.
kind of done that.
And then I've shared a bed with Bruce many times.
Wait, could you explain how you faked an orgasm, though? Could we hear it?
It's just.
And she's like,
well,
did you
'cause
come, baby?
And you're like, I sure did. Like, let me see the condom. No.
Who has to see the condom?
I want to investigate this.
Yeah.
Some have a microscope just sitting right there to make sure, it's like you're not shooting.
How
blanks.
many did you shoot?
Oh yeah, and the butt thing was I went to what's it called, a colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy.
Yeah, my mom got me one for my birthday. She's like, you should get your butt cleaned.
Does your mom hate you?
I thought so.
She got you a colonoscopy for your birthday?
Yeah.
I guess it's preventative health. You know, she's looking out. For
I didn't
you in the
like it
future.
though.
Are those expensive?
It's like $150 maybe. Depends on where you go. You want a good guy.
Breaking the bank for her son's birthday.
Yeah, seriously, that's really nice of her. But I didn't like it because you're sitting there with a tube up your ass while you're shitting into a bed, while this woman is like, basically, you can't go anywhere. So all of her mad like vitamin rhetoric is just being told to you right there. She's like, the medical industry is all lies, and like you can cure cancer with vitamins. I'm like, I have to take this. I'm literally taking it in the ear and the butt.
He also faked an orgasm on that visit as well.
I'm like, oh, I'm finished. You can leave now.
How did it feel to have something up your ass?
I didn't like it. She had to help me because it's a pretty small tube. It's like that straw, and it was like,
Good visual aid.
I can get that up there.
well then, and like, yeah, that's what I thought. And I tried because she's like, do you want to do it yourself? I'm
Is
like,
it
I'll do myself.
hard or is it like soft?
It's a little hard.
Okay.
It feels like this. It feels like that
Like a-
shape
like
up
a
your
straw.
ass.
Okay.
So you're like on the side trying to get in there. And then she's like, is it in there? You're like, yeah, it's in there. And then she's like, okay, I'm gonna start the machine to shoot water up your ass. And then you basically just like fart and let it all come
Is
out.
that an enema?
That sounds like an enema. I
An
thought
enema,
colonoscopy?
the same thing.
Isn't a colonoscopy where they like shove a
like
camera
a
up your
camera
ass?
Up your ass.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was I thinking of? It might be the colonoscopy.
Your
It's
mom got you an
colonic.
enema.
I'm sorry, it's called the colonic.
Oh,
My bad.
I was like, she got you a medical exam for your birthday. That's a little weird.
No, mother's kind of a hippie. Not really. She's
She's a cop, isn't she?
she's a hip cop. Yeah. Sorry, not colonic. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, I thought I got it in, and it was just kind of splashing water on my ani.
In your eye as well. Oh,
And so eventually I was like, she's like looking, because there's a tube that goes by, and you can see everything that's coming out of you. And she's like, I don't think it's working. And I'm like, I guess I need help. So she's like, put on the glove, did the lube, and she just like, got it in. And you feel it, like, it's in there. And then the worst part is then she like,
Get hard?
I wish. I'd be a giver, not a taker, sadly. I don't know. But the worst part, yeah, there's a tube, and she looks at all the food coming out of you, and then she's like, you really got to chew those tomatoes more. And I'm like, fuck off, bitch.
How does this work?
So fucking.
What do you mean?
So they shove a tube up your ass, and then they spray water.
Yeah, it's like a hose.
Where does the stuff come?
You're sitting like on a bedpan, sort of. It looks like you're kind of like this
So
weird
it's like
stirrup.
coming in and out the same hole?
It looks like a bed from Alien or something that like they cryogenically freeze themselves in, except your shit's coming out, and then it's just coming out. That's how it
Does it
works.
feel good?
I don't know, man. You do it.
It's
You
like pooping?
report back to me.
I feel like I'd feel.
It's like diarrhea.
I feel like I'd feel lighter.
diarrhea can feel kind of good sometimes.
I feel bad because Jess actually listens to this podcast, and she really hates poop humor, and I'm not trying to make poop humor
This is-
since
I
it's,
started it, so.
This is not
Okay.
poop humor. It's just a story.
it is. Yeah, she did it too. So
There you go.
yeah, we did like a couples one.
Oh, it's a bond.
Except she was in a different room, so it was more like a cult. Yeah.
So for me,
Yeah. I don't.
you're gonna know this one. So I almost don't want you to participate.
I won't.
When I was in high school, between the ages of like 16 and 18, I used to want to get a nose job. I own 73 pairs of shoes, and I once pissed in the backyard of a one-night stand's house.
Those are pretty good. I would say you actually pissed in the one night stand's backyard.
That's the truth? Okay.
For variety sake, I'm gonna go with the shoes. It's safe.
Marianne knows the answer.
I
so
know the
she-
truth.
You are correct, Blaine.
Yeah?
I've peed in the backyard of a one-night stand's house.
Well.
That was on
Yep.
the way out.
So this person has like one of those like mother-in-law houses, and that's where they stayed. And they also had like a house, but there was no bathroom in the little mother-in-law house, and I had to go pee in the middle of the night. And
You didn't want to go to the main house.
I didn't know how to get into the main house, so I just ended up going outside and pissing in the backyard on the floor, just in the grass there.
Did you do like the dog thing where you're like,
Nope. Just pissed. Luckily, I didn't have to shit. Otherwise, that would have been.
Were there any lights? Was it just pitch darkness?
It was dark. Yep. But I think he also had people in his house.
They were probably watching you.
They were
100%.
probably watching me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a terrible life to live. Because I mean, I guess if he's a dude, he can just walk outside and pee. But anytime he has to shit, he has to like
Go inside.
get up,
do the same thing?
walk over.
It's pretty
Bury-
close. It's
maybe bury
probably
it?
like 20 feet away from the house. It's not too far.
I pee in nature all the time. It's like a manly, like a good feeling of like owning nature. You
I
know?
peed in nature when we filmed that Old Spice
I did too.
video. Yeah.
That's easy for us. I feel because yours is just it's a fire hose.
Yeah.
It's just
Well, it usually stays pretty contained. The problem is wiping.
Yeah.
So you can't because you got nothing to wipe with. So you just kind of have to like
Jiggle.
vibrate
Yeah.
a lot to like shake off the
You gotta
remaining
shake it out.
piss.
You gotta shake your
I got
lips
a
out.
funny wiping story. So I remember one time, I was in high school, I believe, and my mom came home. She goes, "Why is there toilet paper in my bathroom?" Because we had 2 bathrooms. And she goes, "Was there a girl here? Did you have a girl over?" I'm like, "No, not at all. I'm like king virgin. Like I'm not getting anything right now."
Could that be the
And she's
title
like,
of this episode?
She like sat me down. Yeah, call me king virgin, or the kids call me cuck. She was like kind of grilling me. She's like, "Why is there?" I mean, I'm confused. Like, the thing I didn't want to tell her was that because I'm uncircumcised, that you have like if you're not clean
gotta
enough,
clean your dick cheese.
You gotta clean that, and just you get pissed there, and like. It was the rough thing growing up where my dad was nowhere in the picture and my mom never got me circumcised because she was like, "Oh, I thought it'd be too cruel." And it was something you never brought up because I'm like, "Mom, why does my dick look like an anteater and everyone else looks like a mushroom?" Like you can't ask your own mother that. And we got older, like both my brother and I were like, I'm like, do you get that like white shit on your? He's like, "I get that white shit on my dick too." And I'm like, "What is that?"
five.
Yeah, and like at one time I think both he and I were like, "We should get like circumcised. We should." And like we both
Together.
got past it pretty much.
Let's go get colonoscopies and then get circumcised.
Colonics.
Please.
Is there like a 2-stop shot? I don't know. They just
Maybe.
stick a hose up your ass and cut your dick
They're
off.
already in there, man.
Yeah,
That's a handman's tale.
but yeah, that was really fun because I was confused. I'm like, what does the toilet paper have to do with girls? I don't get it. Like, it just comes out their hole and they're done. Like, why?
Oh, you didn't
I don't know.
realize they had to wipe?
And I didn't want to admit to my mom that I'm like, I gotta wipe my dick because that's embarrassing to tell your mom.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a great childhood.
Yeah. Growing up, we would take a lot of road trips, and I have 2 older brothers, and they would just like pee into things, you know,
Yeah.
or they would just stop
Bottles
and pee.
and such.
And so for me, my poor mom, we would get out of the car, and she'd like loop her arms
Oh.
under my legs so that like one leg was here and one leg was here, and I peed, and then she would just give me one of these and shake me out.
What a saint.
Yeah, I
Wow.
know, she's the best mom. I love
Wow.
her.
This is
a couple
She
years
still
ago,
does it. No,
you said?
still does it.
That's very sweet.
Yeah.
That's a loving mother action right there. My parents would never do that for
Oh,
me.
really? Oh, Mommy Salcedo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does she like cilantro?
She fucking loves cilantro. Yeah, she's
Oh.
Then
too
she could
Mexican.
eat all of your cilantro.
She could. Yeah.
See?
Saint of a
More
woman.
for her.
It sounds like an insult. I will eat your cilantro. Anyway, did we all play? Did
No,
we all
Meryl.
play? Oh, yeah.
Okay. Shit.
We prepare really well for this show.
I know.
It's only the finale of season 2, but we still know what we're doing.
It's more genuine that way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I worked on Breaking Bad, the show. I once based my life on tarot card readings, like for a whole year, like the reactions that I
I
got
hope
from
that's
her.
true.
And I lived in Beverly Hills for 6 months.
Huh. 6 months is a short time.
Well, she had an internship with Sony at one point because I remember you.
But Sony's in Culver City. Think about it.
Where does Breaking Bad film? Albuquerque?
New Mexico. Yeah.
New Mexico.
I think that you You lived in Beverly Hills for 6 months.
Meryl always gets me with these because she always says something really outrageous, and I'm like, it couldn't possibly be that. So I'm going to say that you worked on Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Just because I want it to be true, the tarot card one.
Breaking Bad, actually.
Yes.
Yeah,
See?
I worked in.
I know you so
it was
well.
When it was actually all like I got all of these from the same experiences when I lived in LA and I did live in Beverly Hills, but it was only for like 2.5 months because I was just there for an internship.
That's all you can afford.
That's all I could afford.
It's fucking expensive.
They kicked me right out. But yeah, it was when I was working with Sony, or I was in TV development with Sony, and I got to work on they did an adaptation of Breaking Bad for Latin American markets. And so we did a lot of translating and script development.
What is Breaking Bad in Spanish?
Metastasis.
That sounds cool.
That's a better name.
Metastasis?
Yeah, it's basically something to do with cancer and
How do you say Breaking Bad?
Well, I mean, they just called it was metastasis is what they called it in Spanish. They didn't call it Breaking Bad.
What was it like working on that show?
Well, it wasn't actually. I mean, it was all pre-production
Gotcha.
stuff.
So you didn't get to meet any of the cast or anything like that?
No, but I do have. Got to see emails and phone numbers.
What?
And do have some emails that I just have.
Yeah, you got Aaron Paul's. Hook me up.
I really do. I know it. I would never say it, but
I met him once. He's a nice guy.
It's okay, I follow him on Instagram. That's basically like knowing someone.
But yeah. But in that same time when I was living there, one of my brother's really good friends, 'cause I was living there with my brother, his best friend and his sister bought a house in Sherman Oaks or whatever, and they had a huge party, a housewarming party, and they had someone there reading tarot cards and doing palm readings. And the shit that she told me, I was like, oh my God. You know me. You know me.
Yeah.
And then I realized I was drunk and then went home.
Right. I did the tarot card thing one time at a wedding. And I remember, two of the people who were with me were like, I can't believe they know me so well. And I was like, yeah, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
That was utter garbage.
Yeah.
She said a lot of very vague and broad things your life is going to come together. Oh my God, that's so me.
I'm not sure my life is so apart right now.
Yeah, if maybe we weren't so full of ourselves.
Seems you drive a lot. Yeah?
Yeah.
What?
How did you know that?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy things like horoscopes and things like that. I don't believe them necessarily,
Yeah.
but I enjoy reading them just to be like, huh.
Yeah.
I could see how I would apply that to my
But
life.
how does that? Okay, so what's your sign?
I'm Cancer.
No, what's your sign? No, sorry.
She's like,
My metastasis or whatever. But no. So now there's got to be at least 7.5 billion people on this planet. So there's got to be however many people born in this obscure time period that all cancers were born in. So it's
And we're all the same.
well, for this one newspaper,
We're all going through the same thing.
I looked at the stars and it said that the man of your dreams will show up. So now there's 680 million people are like, that's so me. Wow, thank you. And it's like, fuck off. Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your life.
I believe every single word of it.
I'm a Taurus. I was on a date one time. I was like, Taurus, huh? I don't know about that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Did I tell you about the first
Well, you
time?
dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
First time I ever met Jeff and Griffin in person. I had known them from the website before, but when I came to Austin to stay at their house, we were hanging out, and then Griffin's like, what sign are you? I'm like, I'm a Cancer. And then both at the same time, her and Jeff went, oh, we didn't know that about you. And I was like, why does it matter? and then they're like, well, both of our exes are Cancers, and we tend to really not like Cancers. And I'm like, you don't like a sign of a certain person?
Nah, the Scorpios are the ones you got to watch out for.
See, I'm more of a Chinese calendar kind of man because I ate a lot of Chinese restaurants as a kid. So I'm full on ox. Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. No one else was born in '85. Just me. I'm the oldest one at the table. All right, feels good. Cool.
Apparently, Cancers are supposed to be very motherly and over emotional and all this stuff, which I think I am. Maybe I'm projecting because
that has to be insulting though, because they're saying just because you're this thing, you are now this. They put you in a box. That's not cool.
Oh, I think it's just, you get what you want out of it, right? I wouldn't. I mean, I've never seen you be over emotional, but I think that you do have certain motherly quality. I just know that there's been times where I have shit going on, and you're like, hey, you always stop by, and you're like, hey, are you okay? Is anything going on? I was like, Barbara, you got me, bitch.
The Aaron Paul's coming back.
Yeah, I can see how you're kind of milfy.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Thanks, Adam.
That's a good quality in a person.
You hate kids, though. So.
how does that make you
I do hate
motherly?
kids. I think it's more motherly in the sense that I care about people that I love.
Okay.
Like, and my friends
Okay.
and my family.
Love them in a way that you want to give them a bath and not turn
And
the
also,
water
like-
off, or
Not quite.
okay.
But like whenever
Mother
I have been in relationships and stuff like that, I tend to be very much like, I want to provide, I want to cook for you, I want to take care of you, I want to like not mother
Change your
you,
diaper.
but
What?
feed
Do
you
your-
from my nipple,
your
like things like
baba.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, feed your nipple? Suck your nipple.
From my nipple.
From your
From the teat of the Barbara.
What?
Oh, it's only.
baby.
It's not weird that milk comes from there. It's just that it's room temperature.
Oh.
Do you expect it to be warmer?
Well, no, I'm just saying if you've had warm milk, right? It's like one of the. This is just.
Some people like
Yeah.
warm milk.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, I know. They're weird people. Dude.
I have I think it was my dad knew someone who grew up on a farm, and like now they could only have room temperature milk because they're used to having it straight from the cow.
Oh, gross.
Ass.
Yeah.
Plus,
I
it's
mean,
like straight from the cow too. It's like all thick. It's like
Yeah.
pudding. You're like,
it's thick and bubbly. I
Yogurt.
grew up. I mean, my parents live on a dairy farm,
yeah.
so it's like we've never done that. Like people were always like, oh, you just get your milk like straight from the cow. No, like, fuck no, like that's gross.
You're like freak.
Yeah.
So like with the milk you drink, would that be from the stuff that you guys?
I mean, probably not. Just because like
Go to the store and buy cartons of milk?
We like give it to our distributor, then that person like distributes it throughout the.
I love the idea that they're like,
Southwest.
Yeah.
I love people who are in a business that they hate, or they're like, they make milk and they're you take it. Ugh, they're just gagging. Thank you.
Yeah.
Guess who's gonna be
Basically.
drunk by the end of this show?
Ew.
Yeah, found it.
Oh, he
All right, left me
didn't even come back.
I'm back. Thank you. I got a pity bump.
He went pound it.
I did
just
the
as
pound
you were
it, and then you.
I totally missed it.
You said
Well,
it.
now it's pathetic.
It's like, it was my left hand.
Now I got two. It means nothing.
This is bullshit. All right, that's give me that hand. Give me that. No,
It was this hand.
no, I want
cringing
that
so
one.
bad.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
There we go. We made it happen. Made it happen. God, that was awful.
Did you say you had to pee?
I'm cringing so
Oh, I
bad.
thought you said I have to pee. So
That whole exchange was like,
The thing is, though, at least
was the
I
whitest
held it.
thing ever.
I've seen a lot of. You've ever seen like the esports handshakes?
oh,
They do this, like.
oh God, stop.
Well, I mean, take
I've
awkward.
never seen that before.
Like take like awkward Chinese teenagers and then have them do an interview, and then they're like, "Hey man, good interview."
Did
Yeah.
you see? I'm sure all of you saw it, but some
Dog. Oh.
I forget. I don't know who these people were. It's like some type of political people. He went in for a handshake, and she didn't, and he ended up going like this, like right on her tit.
You high
Good
five
old
her
tick
too.
shake.
Yeah, and we talked about it on the podcast the other week. But someone says that it's just like the camera angle. Like he didn't actually touch her tit, but it looks like he just went like.
They're-
It looks like he just went like.
I'm just gonna keep doing that.
Thank
right now.
you.
The sound is so
old
satisfying.
yeah, I did chest this week. You know about that. Oh no, the best one is Snoop Dogg when he's going in for a pound, like going and he's. But no, the dude's going in for a handshake.
Oh.
So like we had to start at the same time. So he goes, like he immediately like Snoop Dogg's the
catches
smoothest
it.
motherfucker, and I was just like.
I've seen a gif of that, yeah, where he's just like, doop.
Yeah, there's also footage of him. I think it was like an EA thing at E3 last year, and he full on has a blunt in his mouth.
Oh my god. Yeah.
He's like playing Battlefield 1.
Wasn't
That was with Bernie and
Yeah,
Gavin. Yeah. Bernie apparently got like super stoned.
contact high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he went into the green room and was like eating Twizzlers because he was like super high.
Dude, I mean, it's Snoop Dogg, you know.
You know, like if I'm sure Snoop Dogg gets too high and then wants to go to sleep. And what better way to go to sleep than on some great sheets?
That's good.
Is that an ad copy or?
Go with it. Go with it.
You don't need to spend a fortune to get the rest your body needs. Great sleep starts with the right sheets, and they're more affordable than you think with Boll and Branch. What makes these sheets unique is that each one is crafted from 100% organic cotton. That means they not only feel incredible, but also look beautiful. You're getting twice the comfort and style at half the price. You'll love these sheets. Try them for 30 nights and see for yourself. If you don't love them, return them for a full refund. Anyone who sleeps on Boll and Branch sheets loves them. That's why they have thousands of 5-star reviews. The New York Times, Forbes, and the Wall Street Journal rave about them, and even 3 U.S. presidents have Boll and Branch sheets, maybe even Snoop Dogg as well.
I'd vote for him.
Go to bollandbranch.com today, and you'll get $50 off your first set of sheets, plus free shipping when you use the promo code ALWAYSOPEN. That's $50 off plus free shipping right now at bollandbranch.com. Spelled B-O-L-L and branch.com, promo code always open. Bollandbranch.com, promo code always open. Thank you, Boll and Branch. And thank you, Snoop Dogg.
Gracias.
You're the real MVP.
I'm taking a photo.
Of Blaine?
He's perfect.
That's a nice picture, actually.
I need that. I need a new contact photo.
What kind of phone is that?
Pixel.
Oh,
You guys, all you fun housies.
Yeah, we're all anti-Apple.
Yeah.
Is that what we call people
Man,
in Funhouse?
I was trying to fix Jess's phone like 2 nights ago, and because she's like, oh, the update's not working, because all you wonderful human beings don't put any space on your phone. So I'm like, well, it's probably a hard drive issue, and then that wasn't working. I'm like, well, we'll just plug it into the computer. See, computer couldn't recognize it, and then it couldn't charge anymore. Thing just fucking broke. I'm just like,
It's an Apple.
It's an Apple phone, and I started on iPhone. I'm just like, I can't do iPhones anymore.
I have to jump on that.
Android's just so much easier. I don't know. And like when we were all in New Zealand, like we're all in Google Fi, so it all just switched over immediately. When we were there, like, oh, our data works. Cool. Didn't have to call anyone. It's fine.
I had no issues. I'm too ingrained in the Apple.
No, it's
world,
if you're in that world, live it. That's fine. I don't want to fix your phone anyway.
Well, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight with you, Adam. Speaking of fights,
It's fine.
Oh.
our next topic is the worst, and this one's submitted by Samantha L. And she writes, "What's the worst fight you've ever had with someone?"
One time, Barbara kept talking about her iPhone, and I was just saying how Android was better, and
And then I beat him up after the show.
see, I won't fight back. Too much of a cuck.
I love that that's like an actual.
Is that what they call
What
you
does
guys? Is that
cuck
what they?
mean?
Cuck. So cuck. Oh.
What is the definition
Let's
of
just talk about that. Forget
Well,
the
there's a
topic.
cuckold in the current nomenclature. It's basically let's take myself as the example. Say I'm not giving my wife enough love. I'm like, honey, I want you to get railed by a black guy, and I want to watch it. That's like current day. It's just mostly watching.
Current day cook?
Well, it's because it's like, obviously my equipment isn't enough for you, so let's bring in the next best thing. Let's get an NBA player in here, and he's gonna treat you right, and I'm gonna just sit there on the couch and watch. So that is a brand of pornography called like cuckold porn. But recently it's just kind of turned into, it's like an insult. So it's like if someone's just like a piece of shit, you're like, you fucking cuck.
Yeah.
Such a cuck. And I use the word so much that people are like, oh, Adam the cuck. And I'm like, no, I'm not a cuck. I please my wife, I think.
I think.
She says like yes, but she might be on her phone. I'm not sure.
So is it like,
The lights are off.
is it the male equivalent of cunt?
Oh, really?
Cuck is like, it's more emasculating. Like, I don't know.
Can't use it.
Sorry, what was the question?
The worst fight you've ever had?
Oh, okay.
Was it calling someone a cuck? Or a cunt?
Getting called a cuck.
Are we talking
I'm
about
known as called a cuck.
fist fights or like emotional?
Whatever you deem to be the worst one.
Who wants to go first?
I don't know. I gotta think about it. I have a few, but
I don't get into fights with people very often.
yeah.
Probably one of the biggest fights that I got into. I was in college. I just came to UT, and I was dating. I was doing a long distance relationship with a girl in Dallas, and things had kind of been on the rocks for a while. And I think she was also wanting to go on like a break and start seeing other people. And it was just this whole conversation. I can't really remember what had happened, but I do remember it. But one time we were just like on the phone, both of us like, and I don't cry often, maybe like once
you
every
do.
couple of years. When was the last time you saw me cry?
After I put one in your butt.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't cry from emotions, but only physical stimuli. Stimuli.
We call it tearing.
Physical.
But no, I
stimulus.
just remember like it was those cries, those sobs that were like heaving. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I wish I had videotape of that because I would laugh so hard at old Blaine.
Wait, you cried?
Oh yeah.
Did you ever
It was-
look
it
at
was-
yourself in
yeah.
the mirror when you cried?
So there's this thing where kids will take video of themselves or pictures and they'll go, oh, I'm crying, and they'll like post it.
Is that something people do?
That's like-
because
that's
I know when
embarrassing.
I was younger,
Man.
if I was crying really bad, I'd be like, I wonder what I look like right now, and I'd go look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, I look like a fucking idiot.
No one looks good crying.
And then you realize what you're doing. You're looking at yourself in the mirror while you're crying. You're like, what is that? What am I doing?
I'm such a cuck.
That was probably the worst fight.
What was it about?
Again, like it was like a long time ago. It was the breakup fight though,
Oh,
and it
okay.
happened over the phone, and it was just like really shitty. We'd been dating for like a year and a half. Yeah.
Well, Jess and I have been together for, I think, well over 10 years. So like we've had our fair share of fights here and there. The one I can think of that, I don't remember what we were fighting over exactly, but I'm pretty sure Matt Peake heard the whole thing. So for those who don't know, Matt Peake's an editor for us who used to go to college with Jess. He used to live in her garage.
Oh.
Did you know that about him?
No.
So he used to live like.
Actually, we got Matt here. Matt, tell the
no,
story.
he's back in LA editing like a slave.
No, we already got our one last person.
No. I've actually worked with Matt Peake longer than anyone else I've ever worked with before because, and I've known him for so fucking long. So when I first met Jess, she was in college. She was starting college at a design school, And so Matt was like living in her garage. And then we got, we were together from there. And then like we moved in one apartment together and we moved into another.
I remember seeing a picture of you guys when you first started dating.
Fucking kids. I think we were 21. That's like one of the earliest pictures we have.
We actually have a picture up on the screen right now.
Whoa.
Smooth.
You can just have an all. It's fine. I've already had 3.
You kind of fooled me. I was like, wait.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, I didn't even think we had prepped
Why
for
did I
this.
fall for that? Anyway, so at this point, I think we were living in Studio City. We had a bunch of people over, and I think I was just being a pain in the ass, and I think I was upset that there was so much filth everywhere, and I'm like, I gotta clean up after this fucking party. I'm so fucking upset. But Matt Peake had passed out on our couch, but I'm pretty like, the kitchen and the living room were about, I don't know, 4 feet away. So I'm pretty sure Jess and I were like screaming at each other at the top of our lungs while Peake's just sitting there.
No, he was more like just like.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
Like, should I get up? Should I tell
But
them?
it's like, I mean, technically Jess has known Matt longer than I have.
But so did he not wake up?
Peake?
Yeah.
I never asked him. And I probably should, because we work together every day.
Although if you bring it up now at this point.
I know. I think it was, I forgot what it was. I think, I remember the night, I think we did a Simpsons night thing. We did a, was it Do What You Feel Like Day? You remember that episode? It was like, they did an episode where they're like, it's like, just do what you feel like. So the idea was like, bring whatever food you want, whatever. We're just gonna hang out, watch some Simpsons. It's gonna be a great day. And someone made Skittlebrow, which is a drink Homer Simpson dreamed of, where it's like Skittle and beer. And so someone like actually made it, and it just made this nasty mess. And I'm like, I was so pissed off. I'm like, why do I have to clean this shit after people? And Jess like, well, why did we even do the thing? And I'm like, I don't know why. And it's like, couples fight.
Of course.
This is also, I don't know, 7-8 years ago, something like that.
Back when people still used to watch The Simpsons.
Yeah, no, I mean, we watch it every once in a while, but it's seasons 1 through 9.
Yeah.
Because we're purists. Such a fucking snob, I'm sorry. Anyway.
Simpsons stuff. I could either go, I guess, a little sad or a little like a dumb elementary school. I'll go sad though, because
Go sad.
why not? That's what we're here for.
both.
I think with my mom when I first came out to her, it was like just rage and misunderstanding and like, because I don't know if I've told it. I can't remember if I've actually fully told the story, but she basically found a letter from like an ex, and like, because I was just super sad, super down, whatever. She couldn't figure out what was going on with me, so she like went through my shit, found a letter, and like went crazy.
Oh my God.
We didn't talk for like 2 months. We were living in the same place, didn't talk, wouldn't even like look at each other.
Yikes. She put extra cilantro on your foods.
She did, yeah. And then I was coming back to Austin because it was like in between summer of my freshman and sophomore year of college. And we were in the car together, like driving back to Austin, and my dad was in a separate car. And it was just like all the things that she couldn't tell me for like those 2 months just came out in that one car ride. And I was just like, oh God. But it was nice because it all came out and
it was
it's been
probably
good stuff.
needed.
You guys
Yeah.
are cool now, though, right?
Oh yeah, we're good. She knows my girlfriend. She likes her. We hang out, But it was just like a thing like that needed to happen, and now
Yeah.
we're good.
It's kind of like whenever you go through something really emotional, it's like you need to let yourself cry and like experience the emotion.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people tend to try to hold that in.
Yeah.
Be like, no, I'm stronger than this. I don't have
Yeah.
to do this. And it's
Did you guys do the letter writing in like high school, middle school? Like you write letters,
Do.
girls you want to bang?
Oh, like notes? and
Or
stuff?
guys, sorry.
I pass notes, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm the only person here that
Did you-
bangs
did-
guys.
Did you ever? Well, depending on
Cool.
what day of the
No
week
one
it is. But like, did you ever have a parent, other than Mary, like fine?
Oh.
No.
I had a dad, not my dad, because he was out of my life. But like, I had a dad find a letter that I wrote to at the time, an ex-girlfriend. That didn't go too well. He called me. It was, so I was dating a girl in middle school, and she was the first girl who like, oh man, this is weird. She went down on me in a driveway. That was like my first blowjob ever, and it was like, I was like, wow,
In the driveway?
magic. In her driveway, because we could never go inside her house because her parents were like, you guys can't come in here. So
So were you just lying on the pavement?
basically, yeah, like hiding between 2 cars.
That's the fucking worst.
It was weird.
You
right?
had to do that stuff to get by during like.
Yeah, and
Listen, that kind of shit's hot. Not gonna lie.
kind of, but I think.
yeah.
2 13-year-olds sitting there on
Well,
the
maybe
pavement.
not when you're 13.
Hey, I may have been 14.
When you're like in public somewhere and you're trying to hide from
Well,
people,
yeah,
that-
and there's
that
like
can be very hot.
someone driving by, dropping their kids off. You're just like, I got this blonde head.
Hey!
But then she broke up with me, and then I heard she was like, she's just blowing every guy in middle school. And I wrote her a letter, and I'm like, hey, I thought what we had was special. Like, when you went down on me, I thought that was like our thing. And then her dad called me, he's like, I want you to stop seeing my daughter. And I'm like, well, it's over, sir.
Now she's blowing everyone else.
She's blowing all sorts of guys. And she found a new spot.
What's she
Behind
into
the-
now?
I haven't kept up with her.
Yeah.
No. I got the hell out of my small town.
Where are you from?
Well, I'm from LA, but I grew up in Northridge, and then I lived in Santa Clarita.
Okay.
Which is,
That's where that show takes place.
that's right,
Santa
weeds.
Clarita Diet.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, and it's exactly that. Like Santa Clarita is, so apologies for those who live there. It's a piece of shit. It's a suburb. Like I feel like you learn nothing living there. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, cool, elephant bar and a Target. It's the most, like, if a mall was a city, it would be Santa Clarita. It's just every
Vanilla.
fucking Chili's, yeah, like, and then you have to drive everywhere. It's all suburban. You can't, like, I don't know. Like, the best thing for me that ever happened to me was I moved out of Santa Clarita and went to LA.
LA.
You're not giving me another one, are you? Okay, thank you.
Just yet.
Not yet.
I will fist bump you as I want.
Okay, excellent. You're gonna
Only-
fist me?
Well, if you want.
I've only done a two.
You had a colonics. It could be kind of bigger.
He needs to upgrade, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
Start small.
grass is green.
Isn't that how butt plugs work? Or
Start small.
Like you start small and then you get
I like how
bigger,
you say
bigger?
that like you don't know how they work.
Yeah, I've heard.
guys-
I've read.
How it
I've
works.
heard butt plugs work this way. How do you think they work?
Confirm or deny?
I
No,
keep
please.
rubbing my tongue on the bottom. I just got my permanent retainer removed. And so
Is it really smooth? Why'd you
It's
get that
really smooth.
removed?
my doctor explained that, like, since I always put my retainers in, he's like, you don't really need that. That's just for lazy people that don't put in the retainer. So I got to take it
You
off.
still, oh my God.
But they
saw
got
that.
a mold of my teeth though, and he like stuck his 2 fingers and the thing in my thing, and I was like, I don't think I could ever suck a dick in my life. Like I've always thought I'd be good at sucking dick because I can like I
You
have
got
no
good lips.
gag reflexes.
Oh.
Great lips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No gag reflex.
too small.
But I can't
Yeah.
handle the volume because
It's easier than you think.
I don't
it.
know.
Yeah.
I got my braces taken off in like 6th grade, and I still have that same retainer. Like they never.
I still have the bottom retainer.
So,
too.
but I never wore them because it was like that's like
Do you have a permanent one?
no, I don't have a permanent one. I probably should.
Yeah, I got that shit taken off.
But
It's great.
Yeah.
I never had anything corrective, but I'm looking at like the incisors. So like if I chop.
You got good teeth.
Yeah. Also, my wisdom teeth all grew in normal. It's weird.
So you have your wisdom teeth?
I don't know. Take a look.
They're in the back.
Yeah.
Glee Connor.
That's
just
a
like,
thumbnail.
I can't.
like the
I can't.
dinosaur
Tell.
from
I don't know
Jurassic
what
Park.
wisdom teeth.
I haven't gone to the dentist yet for
Anything.
yeah, no, but also my family's just a big group of gypsies anyway, so it's fine.
All right. Well, let's move on to our
I'm
next
just kidding.
topic. This is our Ask Us Anything segment, submitted by Greg P. And Greg writes, when dating someone new, what's the #1 deal breaker for you? If someone's a bad kisser, there's nothing you could do with that.
So we're talking like early dates, like
Early dates, yeah.
Okay.
like not in first date or.
yeah, if you kiss on the first date and the person is just like absolute shit.
Oh, okay.
How do you? I mean, don't show me, but like, how do you bad kiss?
There was once a guy who I kissed for
You
the
guys should
first
show each
time,
other. Yeah.
And
Give me a little.
it was confusing because
tumblers
usually,
explode, yeah.
if someone has like nice lips or like fuller lips, you're like, oh, they'll probably be a good kisser or like decent or whatever it is.
I mean, I don't want to brag.
This guy, it was like kissing a newborn bird. Or like he like
lot of
made his,
pecking?
he made his lips like really tight and sharp, and it was just like
Maybe your
like-
breath smelled. He's just like.
Ooh, he was trying to get away from it.
I mean he was going in like
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Like spoken like a true neckbeard. Like maybe you were the problem.
Yeah. Thanks, Blaine.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Sorry.
I'm a great kisser.
Why do you think he was doing that? Is that just like that's his style?
I don't know. I think some people maybe just never learn or don't date enough to get good at it.
Wait, so you're saying deal breaker is a bad kisser, but would you kiss on the first date?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if up to that point he's like, yeah, I think the final solution was a good idea. Stalin's my hero. Sandy Hook is a lie. Anyway, you want to go in for the kiss? And then she's like, wow, this is a great guy.
Like, to me, it's something, if you're on a first date with someone, it's like there's a number of things that could go badly. Of course, things like if they say all the things you just said,
You listen to Alex Jones? He's
or
my hero.
if they're rude to the server, things like that. I'm very
Okay.
off put. If someone is very, very religious, it's not attractive to me because I'm not very religious and it's hard to relate to someone.
Yeah.
And if they're trying to like push their beliefs on me and I'm like, that's not something that I'm into.
Yeah.
What about cults?
Cults, maybe. I can
Okay,
with you.
gotcha. Yeah, I mean like
Do you know a guy?
Jim Jones.
Okay. Yeah, he's gone. He's no longer with us. Rest in peace.
Did you watch that CNN series too?
No, but
Okay.
there's a podcast called Sword and Scale where they like basically just play the whole Jonestown tapes, and it's fucking terrible.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it
watched that
yet,
doc. I think they.
everyone here at the table has Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a CNN series Jess and I just like binged, and they do the 60s, 70s, and 80s. We did it wrong, I think, because we watched the 80s. Like, man, the 80s were great. Wow. Like we were 5 years old by the time it ended, but what a great time. They were like, let's go back, watch the 60s. We're like, 60s were kind of a downer, and then watch the 70s. Like, 70s fucking sucked. Jesus Christ, everyone's killing each other. There's a war, and then there's fucking cults. You watch the Jonestown episode, like,
Ooh, I want
they got 900. You never seen the Jonestown thing?
No, I know of Jonestown. I think I've watched a doc on it, but like, what is the show that you're talking about specifically?
It's just CNN 60s, 70s, and 80s. They do like, it's basically I Love the 90s, but not
News.
not garbage. Yeah. It's not just like comedians trying to make, jokes at everything. It's like legit, like people who either, like Dan Rather's on it for most of it. It's like, it's a legitimate good show. But man, you watch the Jonestown thing, it's like, I had no idea this happened. Like I didn't live through this. I didn't know it. I know drinking the Kool-Aid's a thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But I didn't know where it came from. And then you see a pile of
Kool-Aid.
you see 900 bodies on the ground in like Nicaragua, and you're like, how did this happen?
Yep.
It's crazy. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Dates, turn off dates.
Talking about that might be a deal breaker on a first
Are
date.
you going to
Or not.
Jonestown? I got 2 tickets. Yeah.
I think for me, my biggest thing was, like first date, you go out to like a bar, you might go to like a cocktail bar or something like that and get drinks and stuff like that. But if it became a continuous, like, we only drink when we go out, and I realized that this person's social life is completely reliant on alcohol, then I kind of opt out because, like, I just can't keep up. And I dated a
is why we
German girl back in college, and, like, she just drank me under the table. Like, she was crazy, just always drinking. And my health got so bad from just constantly partying. So, like, if it's a party person, I have to kind of opt out.
Yeah.
So I like going and doing active stuff, like climbing and hiking.
You want people to be multifaceted.
Yeah.
Something else I realized that it's going to sound terrible, and I apologize if people are like offended by this. If someone's voice is a lot higher than I anticipated it being, it's very off-putting for me. Like if I meet someone in person who I guess pictured having like lower voice, or like they look like a person who would have like a lower voice, and then they have like a very high voice, and I'm just like, I was not expecting that, and I can't get over it.
Like Pee Wee Herman high or Me Seeks
It's
high?
like very soft.
Oh, Mr. Me.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at me.
Like,
Yeah.
hi, Barbara. Yeah. Good to meet you.
It's always rough though, like, with like dating apps and stuff like that. You see these pictures and then you kind of build this image of who that person is
Yeah.
without ever meeting them. Like, I can't tell you how many times I went on a date and they're like, I expect you to be taller. It's like, well, I expect
They said that to you?
Yeah. I was like, well, I expect you to be, never mind.
Less of a cunt.
Yeah.
Look more like your photos or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
That's always a tricky thing with dating apps, I assume. Like people put the best of themselves on those
Right.
things, and it's like you expect to look and like have all these like wonderful things about this person, and then it's like, oh, you're just a human with as many flaws as every human has.
Right.
That
Oh, yeah.
you weren't willing to show me or admit.
Oh no, it's the whole David Lynch thing, right? It's like from afar, everything's beautiful and gorgeous, pristine, but the closer you get, the more
Fucked up.
you're gonna see fucked up things, and like, yeah, you see those pores? They're not great. Yeah, I should take better care of my skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. I mean,
You've been out of the game for a while.
I've just been happy that a woman would give me the time of day.
Nothing is a turnoff.
Yeah, not really. I mean, so Jess always tells me, she's like, you smell good. If you didn't smell good, I wouldn't like you. I was like, thanks. Like I have no control over that, or I guess I do, part of me, but
It's a
like,
pretty big deal, though.
I guess yeah.
Someone smells like feet.
Fuck Matt. Yeah, no. She always says smell, and then said shoe stylings. Jess was always about like shoes. And I was like, so if I wasn't wearing DVSs when we first met, these are boots she
Those are
bought
red
me.
Those
wings?
are nice boots.
Nice boot.
I like
They're
those.
cat. People always ask me. These are like, you can buy these on Amazon. Here we go. Right.
There you go.
There you
Pop
go.
it
The
up.
Oh,
boots.
yeah.
They look like World War II boots or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna buy those.
Those are great.
I've had,
boots.
don't buy every fucking thing I have. Every time I wear anything, Blaine's like, "Where'd you get that jacket?" I'm like, "Amazon." He's like, "Cool," and then he's wearing it the
Then
next
the next
day.
time I see him, I'm like, hey!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, he's becoming me. Fucking single white male. Anyway, yeah, what is else? I mean, personally for me, I guess just because like I have more vocal conversations with people, and then I tend to tune out. I don't like people
That's okay.
who
Period.
who tend to remember one thing about you, and that's the one thing they know you for. That to me is the immediate sign that someone will never have a genuine conversation with you. So Blaine likes to work out, right? If that's the only thing I ever knew about
you
Blaine.
don't like our fans.
No. I mean, fans are fine. It's
I mean,
actually,
that's how they like remember certain people and like
Right.
they have these like Blaine
Well-
likes to work out. I like puns. Like
sure. Oh yeah.
gay.
Okay. Yeah. So imagine so Barbara and I, like we've hung out, we're friends, whatever. But like, imagine every time I came up to you, I was like, "How this puns doing? You love puns, puns, right? You love puns. And it's like, and like from your perspective, you would think like, that's the one thing you know about me. That's it.
I have other aspects to me.
Exactly. And like, I'm more interested in people who are genuine, who want to have a genuine conversation and be like, don't want to talk about themselves so much. I cannot stand people when you go, oh yeah, I'm buying a house right now. Oh God, houses, right? Let me talk about my house. Like, okay, fuck off. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll just shut up now because you want to make it about you. Man, God forbid I ever have to date again.
Yeah, that's a bad deal breaker.
That'd be, yeah.
Then it's like at least take the effort to get to know
Yeah.
someone.
I'd be like, what's your favorite Simpsons episode? All right, gotta go. Yeah.
Simpsons, what's that?
Yeah.
First date for me, probably like splitting bills. That's important, you know. If someone's like, I remember when my girlfriend and I first went on our first date, it was like, oh, like I'll get the first round, you get the second round, you know.
You want someone who wants to split the bill, or
Or
someone
no, someone who is like
willing to get it?
willing to like be more
Like not expecting her to pay.
Okay. Oh, so they don't sit there and go,
Yeah.
you got this, right?
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, I
but
forgot to bring
that's
my
like a
wallet."
very small thing. But I think more importantly, there's people that I've been on dates with or been in very short relationships with that like as soon as my friends picked up that they didn't like them, then it was over for me.
Game
so
over.
my friends I think are the like most important factor. Just because I don't know, I love my friends. I don't want to.
Very important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
wanna be
couldn't
with
date
anyone.
someone who my friends didn't like.
Yeah.
I remember back when you were single and you would like go on Tinder dates and stuff and date different girls. You would like bring them to some Christmas parties and like all this stuff.
Huh?
There-
You guys? You like?
For like approval. I remember I think it was your birthday a couple years ago. You brought this girl who you met, and like we all liked her, and like we had brunch the next morning with her. And I remember being like, "Whatever happened to that girl?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, she's a bitch."
Gracias. We're doing this?
We are doing this right here.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, she
see
skipped
olives,
out,
though.
man.
Those are for you.
Thank you, Texas.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there was someone that I dated for like a little less than a month, and I wanted her to meet all my friends. And I was like, oh, I'm having like a get together with my friends at my apartment. Like, come on over. And she was like, oh, I really don't feel like it. Like, I don't feel like meeting your friends tonight. And I was like, okay, well, why don't you like just come on by, 5 minutes. She came by, didn't talk to anyone until like the next morning. It was like, see you later, loser.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
Fuck out of here.
I love meeting people's friends, and I love like playing up to a new group and like getting to interact with like a whole group of people who
Yeah.
I've never met before and like socializing. And then if I bring around someone new and they like just stand by my side the whole time or like don't interact with anybody, it's like this is not gonna work out.
Yeah.
I was
So-
like, when they're like, oh yeah, there's this dog, he doesn't like guys. And I'd be like, let me at that dog.
Yeah.
I'll be its best friend.
me at-
Biting his face. Like,
Oh, he loves me.
have you found that that's gotten easier? So like, I know we have a very large introverted audience.
We do.
Like, and they always ask her like, how do I like get out of my bubble? How do I do stuff? And like,
Once we figure it out, we'll tell you.
well, like meeting random people, I feel like I used to hate that. I used to hate getting outside of my bubble and doing anything. And now I've just sort of like adopted a persona where I'm like, fuck it, it's a rush. I'm just gonna go out there and go, if someone asks me, if anyone comes up to me, they go, I've seen your face before. I'm like, yeah, I do gay porn all the time. And then it's like, now I'll open up a conversation. I'm like, I just kind of stopped caring.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you feel like that's gotten better with age?
Yeah, I've stopped caring as much as what other people think, but I still can't do that thing where I lie about anything like that.
I lie about everything.
Aaron does this thing on Twitter that makes me laugh all the time where so often people will tweet all of us like, hey, is this you in this commercial or like on this packaging? Or like they see someone that looks like us and they think it's us. Whenever someone tweets to him like, hey, is this you? He'll always say yes. Like regardless of who it is or what it is, he'll be like, yeah, that's me.
I did it, yeah.
Actually had a really interesting situation this weekend. My mom was in town this past weekend, and we were having dinner or lunch with a friend of hers from like high school. She hadn't seen in 30 years. And so they show up, and it's like my mom's friend, her husband, and their 2 kids, and they sit down and we're like talking or whatever, and her daughter's talking to me, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I've kind of wanted to. My mom told me you were like in production. Like I've always kind of wanted to go into that kind of work." And I was like, "Oh yeah." And she's like, "What do you do?" And I was like, "Oh, I work for this company called Rooster Teeth." And the guy was just like, "I knew it was you. I didn't want to say anything, but I knew it was you." And I was like, "Oh my god! Like now we're gonna spend this whole lunch together talking for 2 hours."
Yeah.
And like it's such a weird situation for the both of us.
I still have to explain to my grandparents, like, so how do you make money on the internet? They're like, well, there's ads.
We make
Yeah.
our YouTube titles
I don't know.
clean.
Yeah, I get a paycheck.
Yeah, it's a weird situation.
I just say cunt once a month, and people call me a cuck, and I pay my mortgage.
Make money.
I don't know, man.
You know how else you could make money?
Tell me, Barbara.
Driving for Lyft. Lyft knows that their drivers are what keeps them moving.
This is a sponsor?
So they do everything they
I took
can.
a lift here, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Hell yeah.
They're back in Austin.
They're back in Austin, thank God.
So they do everything they can to make sure their drivers are happy on every trip. It's a simple formula. Happy drivers mean happy passengers. Maybe that's why 9 out of 10 Lyft rides get a perfect 5-star rating. You could earn hundreds of dollars a week plus tips. Want to earn money? Drive more. It's never been easier to give yourself a raise. Lyft was the first rideshare platform with tipping built right into the app, because getting tipping shouldn't depend on your passenger having a crumpled bill in their pocket. You keep 100% of the tips and they add up fast. Drivers have been paid over $200 million since the feature was first introduced. That's a lot of money.
It's good money.
Express Payless drivers get paid almost instantly instead of waiting for weeks. Lyft has even taken the guesswork out of pickups. The new AMP device uses color coding to help passengers find their drivers. So join the ride-sharing company that believes in treating its people better. Go to lyft.com/alwaysopen today, and you could get a $500 new driver bonus. That's lyft.com/alwaysopen, lyft.com/alwaysopen, limited time only, terms apply. Thanks, Lyft.
You guys get the best
I'm
sponsors.
so bad they're back.
Yeah, ride shares are great.
So let's
Change
finish
my life.
up things here with our sexpertise question. And I think this is an anonymous. It doesn't have a name attached.
Oh yeah, it should be like an anonymous mail.
Anonymous mail. And he writes, I'm starting to freak myself out over something and I'm not sure what to do. I'm a 23-year-old guy that finally got the girl of his dreams.
Nice.
We haven't been dating for too long, but we have already talked about having sex. I always find a way to avoid it because the last 2 times I had sex was over 2 years ago, and it was an embarrassing situation. Basically, I was a 2-pump chump. The girl I was with laughed at me and left. I spent the next few years working on myself, trying to feel comfortable in the dating life again. Since the opportunity of a lifetime came up, I couldn't turn it down. I really like this girl and I don't want to embarrass myself again. Is this something I should bring up with her or just go with the flow?
I have so much advice on this.
I
Are
don't,
you a
so I would
2-pump
love to-
chump?
I would love to
No,
hear what you-
but
So
there
2-pump
was,
is 1, 2, done.
right, and there was a time where I was not good at
Do the
sex.
fake orgasm thing like I did.
Oh,
No,
well,
he's
yeah.
saying that
like-
no,
he comes too quickly.
Is or
Right.
Well,
if
you could-
if you rub one out beforehand, like the something about Mary situation.
Yeah. There's also like other ways to please a person, so you can like work around, doing things with the mouth.
Well, you
and
said that you
stuff like
said
that.
you used to not be good at sex.
Yeah, I used to be terrible at it, and then I started reading articles and doing some research. There's some ways to totally get around that. Kegel exercise is a big one because I'm a big fitness person. Work your muscles. So like doing Kegel exercises in your spare time, and there's also like wet
Doing some
towel
right now.
exercises where you're basically lifting a wet towel with your junk, like you're strengthening your dick.
are you what?
There's that, and then
Remember in
there's
Austin Powers?
Wait,
when
like
they
do you
big
do
pump
it
and
when
you gotta
you're
do
like
something?
when you're hard? I'm assuming.
yes.
And I don't know how it works.
I guess
can't
it's
even
just
ask
the
any
muscle.
questions.
Like it's the same way we tighten our vagina. I assume that makes your dick.
There's that. I'm also assuming that this guy
You can tighten your
masturbates.
vagina.
Yeah, it's
what a
Kegel
Kegel-
exercise.
Your vagina.
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 You can tighten your vagina.
I could just choke a dick right
You
off.
women didn't tell me.
It's also
Yeah.
a timing thing too, to where like every thrust, if you do a 3 Mississippi in your mind, so you go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, like start slow, and then like over time you kind of like build up a little bit more.
Until the girl's like
stamina.
faster, and you're like, no.
Well, no, it's like it could be
You gotta
more.
go faster.
It could be like an intimate start, and then like eventually you're gonna work up that threshold to where you're gonna be able to go faster. But like if you go into it like a porn star and you're thrusting away, you're gonna
See, my
go immediately.
playbook has always been from porn because that's what I grew up watching.
Yeah.
And it was always like, start out with kissing, move to oral. It's always like, except in recent years, it's always me doing the oral and then we just go from there. 'Cause it's like, I don't know. It's just like, let's just get this over with. In the best way possible, because it's like, I've been down here with my head in your crotch for the last 20
Hour.
minutes. Yeah.
I'll speak on this from a woman's perspective. As long as there are ways that the man could please you in other ways, then it's like you get off either way. I don't think
But
sex necessarily has to
shouldn't there be a little bit of foreplay, like
yes,
before
there
the
should-
grand finale?
There should be a little bit of foreplay before, absolutely.
No.
And then if I think it's fair enough and totally reasonable to say like, hey, you make me very excited, and like in the past I maybe have been too excited and I just like I'm working on it, but I'm very attracted to you and all this stuff, and like if you do end up finishing before you want to, like maybe go down on her after, or like
I
find
feel like
another way to.
If you're, I'm confused though. If you're someone who can finish quickly, if that's an issue, is it the situation where you finish too quickly and then it's like I'm done for the day,
I
or
don't
is
know.
it I'm ready to go again?
Yeah.
Because if
I assume
I could be
everyone's
wrong.
different in that sense.
I might be assuming, but if you finish quickly, I would imagine that you'd be able to start up again.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
It'd take a bit, but like that's that period of time, that refractory period, you could be doing other things for her to keep the flow going.
Yeah.
So if that happened to you,
It has happened to me.
so was it a positive experience, like afterwards, or?
I was dating that guy for a long time. The guy who, like, when we first started dating and like we were first having sex, he like it would be over very quickly. And me being someone who was just excited to be having sex, I didn't really care. I was like, I just had sex. I'm such a grown up.
I guess from my perspective was always like, from the male, it's like, do as much as you can until like basically get all of her like 3 or 6 orgasms out of the way before it's your turn.
Right.
At least one.
Well, the very least, like from the male perspective, it's like you get one, and then you're kind of done. Maybe some girls are like, let's go again. You're like,
There's also
Give me a bit.
yeah, I need a
there's
day.
also tricks you could do, like going for a bit and then like stopping to switch positions.
Sure, yeah.
And like maybe like going down on her again and then like going back in, like change it up a little
So that's
bit.
a fun one when like, so pro tip for the guys out there, you can go down, that's a good way to start, and then like, surprise, now we're having sex, and then it's like, oh my God, but I never finished from the cunnilingus, and then you do that, and then you go back down on her, and then it's like, whoa, what are you doing? You're blowing my mind, like it's crazy.
This is the exact reaction that Adam gets.
Hey,
Whoa!
wow,
But-
oh my God, wow.
You're blowing my mind.
It's just, wow, wow,
wow, laser team. Wow.
wow. Oh, the Brewers are winning, wow.
But that is a big part of it, though. Like I would say, again, the pacing, like keeping that in your mind, that 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That's like a really big thing that's helped me out in the past.
You count?
Yeah, like it's keeping my mind off of it, but it's also like keeping my flow steady until I've worked up to a period where it's like, oh, I'm good to go, and I can start like going nuts. But also like taking up until, and then you stop as soon as you're about to go, and then you're just like switch to kissing, or you switch to blah blah blah. Like that's another thing too, is like you bring yourself to that point of climax, and then you don't let yourself go.
I love watching Meryl listen to this.
Penis talk.
Yeah.
Well, it's something like I know I sound like excited to talk about it, but it's a problem that I wish I'd heard this advice, because it took me a long time in like a lot of time with dating women and like reading articles from fucking Men's Health and stuff to figure out.
Don't
this
read Men's
system.
Health.
No, it's garbage.
Yeah.
It's just like
read
this all this-
17 or Cosmo. Much better tips.
for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's a way around it. You'll get it fixed. Don't worry about it.
Also, if you're young and like again,
Nubile.
I dated the guy for a while where it's like, yeah, he would finish quickly.
Was that something that he brought up though, or was it just?
No,
like,
it was just something that he would tell me. He's like, you make me really excited, and I'm like, that's a compliment.
Yeah.
To me. And the more
That's
and more
no fun
we-
for anyone though.
I know, but the more and more we-
If the guy, so I hate the fact that the guy is the maestro, and it's like, when I'm done, we're done. Like that's
Right.
no fun for anyone. It's like, the lady should always be taken care of first. It's like, you good? And then it's like, once you're hitting the 45-minute mark, and then it's like, it's getting a little late. Like, we should wrap this up, because
I mean,
now it's
women
gonna start
can't-
hurting.
Women can't always come. That's the thing. And I think a lot of guys are focused on like, you need to, like, yes, they should
Hence
be
the
focused on.
cuck situation.
That's what he's got
Full
to do.
circle,
Sometimes
Barbara.
it's a lot of mental for, I
Yeah.
mean, both people, but like if you're not in the right mindset, sometimes it's just not happening for you.
Also, I
And
would
I think you need to be honest about that.
Yeah, I would also recommend like not calling too much attention to and putting too much emphasis on orgasms, because then people start getting in their own head.
Yeah.
And like you'll go quicker or she'll go slower, and then it's just like there's too much pressure that you're putting on it. Just kind of let things happen organically.
Enjoy people's bodies together. But yeah, no, I dated that guy for a while, and then after a couple of years, it started to be like a lot better. And,
After
like,
years?
well, like
Years, Barbara?
We dated for a few years, and like maybe after the first like few months, it would get better, and then, like, it was kind of like an upward increase of like.
Well, like the very first time I had sex, I didn't finish. I couldn't. I was too nervous. It was like, I think I was 16 or something, and it was like, and she was like, oh, this is doggy style. I'm like, cool, this is exciting. But I'm like, I fell asleep with a goddamn heart on. I'm like, I couldn't finish. I was
You
just
didn't
like,
go to the bathroom and just.
no, God, no.
Jam.
No, I mean, at that point, it's numb. It's just like, I feel nothing.
Your balls are like.
Yeah, like, kill me. Yeah. No, it's different for everyone. I've found that the most, especially for this individual, if they were first time dating, you will work through those problems. I think the best sex you can ever have is someone who you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
I think it's because you know each other, you know each other's rhythm, and you will get to that point eventually. So like what we were talking about earlier, like what's your turn off? What's your what was it?
Your number one deal breaker.
Deal breaker, yeah. Your deal breaker should never be sex. Sorry.
Your voice got real low.
I had too much vodka in me. No, your deal breaker should never be sex, because sex is not the relationship. That is always something
Although
that's a special thing between you two.
I do hear that sex is 10% of a good relationship and 90% of a bad relationship.
Oh wow, that's a really
Damn,
good
Barbara.
quote.
I'm saying that is a thing that can be improved upon, and that's a thing that you can work on together. If you're someone who's like, I'm gonna fuck on the first date, and that's the worst part, maybe reevaluate what's important to you.
Or just it might be a sense of you don't know each other well enough.
well,
And the sex gets better the more you know someone.
Honestly, so like, from Jess's perspective, if you smell and your shoes suck, that's a deal breaker. But like, sex can change. Sex can be improved upon. You can actually, it's actually the best thing you could ever have is you could like laugh during sex, where you can be like, ha ha ha, like, what a silly mistake, like, you know, like.
Put it in your butt. Didn't mean to.
Oops, didn't mean to again.
Waka waka.
Gave you a colonoscopy.
Colonic.
Colonic.
Please, Barbara.
But yeah, that's one thing is, God, there's a lot of pressure put on sex, which I understand, but it's that's something that can be improved.
It is.
Easily. So don't put too much value. I know Blaine does, and you know, he Patrick Bateman's the whole thing, and like looks in the mirror and does this thing. Yeah.
Do you look in mirrors when you guys have sex?
You prefer mirrors?
I have mirrors in my room, and there are mirrors in existence. It's not a vital part, but it does make things kind
It's a
You
vital part.
you ever
for
film
me.
yourself?
It's a vital part.
It's
for
a
you.
vital
You ever
part.
film it?
That's
me
a
kicking
question
his leg.
for another show.
Oh, is it over?
Yeah, we should
Damn
probably
it.
wrap things up.
I did a time lapse once. Deleted it immediately.
All right.
That's
well,
I typically delete as well. It's fun to watch from another
I
perspective.
was like, wow, new software.
I
for my
tried
notes.
to get you out of that. I tried.
Yeah,
You just put yourself back in that hole.
we're
Pun
all
intended.
We're
all in a hole.
you guys ever film?
No.
No. Yeah, me neither.
We talked
Don't
about
film
it
it. Never film it.
on a previous episode.
All
Anyway,
goes to the cloud.
thank you guys for joining me on the season finale of Always Open Season 2.
Barbara.
It's been a wonderful season. We'll be back around mid-August, so be sure to come back when we're back on the air. Feel free to watch all of our previous episodes.
We all come.
And thank you guys so much for loving us and supporting us. You could, of course, go watch the post show called Still Open. That's available to first members. And we'll see you guys back in August. Thank you for joining me.
Cheers. Is that your first one?
Also RTX. We'll see you later.
Also at our chicks.
I'm on number 3.